Hey guys, and welcome back to Naruto Shippuden episode 140.
I'll say it once more. You think you know all about your older brother, but you know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow!
Such nonsense and lies. I'll kill you right here.
I would like to see you try that one.
I suppose that's only natural hearing a story like this from a complete stranger. But what I'm telling you is the truth.
But why should he trust you?
That he wasn't alone that night, that he had an accomplice.
Yeah, and he also mentioned that it was Madara, which is you.
And Madara Uchiha.
Yeah, I'm so confused. Did he not already tell him that he was I'm so confused.
I know everything there is to know about Itachi. I suppose Itachi died without realizing that.
But how did you know everything without him realizing that?
It's about the life of your brother who risked everything for the sake of the shinobi world, the Hidden Leaf Village, and most of all for you.
Wait, how did he risk everything for the sake of the shinobi world?
Why Itachi implanted the Amaterasu into your eye?
Because he was trying to kill you?
It's because Itachi never wanted us to meet.
Okay.
The only ones who knew the truth about Itachi were the Leaf's Danzo, the third Hokage, and the two advisors Homura and Koharu.
The old people, the third, and one-eyed Bart.
And they are likely to never reveal the abominable truth that they're hiding.
So what's secret?
Just as Itachi himself wished. However, I also know the truth about Itachi.
How do you know the truth?
Itachi never realized just how much I knew about him.
So I'm assuming that Itachi told him everything?
And just in case I did know the truth, he planned to silence me with the Amaterasu he implanted in you.
So Itachi couldn't have told him because Itachi didn't know that he knew. That you knew, that I knew, that we knew, that he would know.
What are you saying?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you trying to tell me here?
That he knew, that we knew, that you knew, that Itachi knew, that I knew, that he knew he was protecting you.
Protect me? The truth?
Isn't it obvious?
Think back carefully and remember Itachi.
Remember what? All he seen was Itachi murdering everyone.
Your kind and gentle older brother.
So what was he switcherooed? Was it not really Itachi? Was he being mind controlled?
How come the crest of the Uchiha clan is part of the Leaf Police Force insignia?
What do you know? You finally noticed.
Of course I did.
Surely, like, the Uchiha are some of the most powerful were some of the most powerful in the Leaf. So it kind of makes sense for them to be the police.
Which is good because only the most exceptional of shinobi can weed out the criminals hiding among their brethren.
Yeah, it's like I said, with the, obviously the Uchiha are so powerful with the Sharingan. So you kind of need someone powerful if you're going against other shinobi, you know?
He didn't want to protect me. He just tried to kill me. He tried to steal my eyes.
He did try to steal your eyes. And he did murder the entire family.
Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah, so what made him turn? He went from being like a doting older brother to just an asshole.
Sorry, I took the liberty of tying you up since it didn't seem you'd stay still and listen to me otherwise.
He's too busy freaking out, so he decided to tie him up.
He killed our mother and father, and he slaughtered our whole clan. He was a rogue ninja, and a member of the Akatsuki.
That's all true, yeah.
He was my only goal.
He was your only goal, and then now that it's done, you're sort of at a loss.
But it was his mission to do so. He was ordered by leaders of the Hidden Leaf.
You what?
And that is just the beginning of the truth about Itachi.
He was ordered to murder the Uchiha by leaders in the Leaf. Is this like the Foundation?
Itachi set aside his personal feelings and fulfilled his mission.
What?
It seems you finally calmed down.
But I still don't understand.
How's your reaction so calm?
Itachi sacrificed himself, a fate that grew from a long-standing power struggle. He was callously used to serve it.
He was... So is it something to do with Danzo then? And the full Foundation? Wanting to murder the Uchiha, but why?
It's a long story, but every word that I'm about to tell you is the absolute truth.
Well, that's okay, I've got time.
And on what ground should I believe you? You're completely untrustworthy.
That's true, why should he believe you? You are the leader of the Akatsuki.
Decide whether you believe me or not. but only after you listen to the entire story.
Oh, source. Trust me, bro.
Fine. Talk.
Might as well hear him out, and then you can judge whether or not it's true.
It all started more than 80 years ago.
Flashback!
Nations fought for power, for the right to exist, or to expand their borders. During this time of strife, shinobi organizations only consisted of individual clans.
Oh, so this was before all the villages, then?
And among all of these numerous ninja clans, were two that were feared above all others as the strongest.
The Uchiha, obviously, and who's the other one?
And the other was known as the Senju clan of the forest.
The Senju, so is that the Hokages, then, that can do the wood style?
We became known as a battle clan. And then I was born into our clan, possessing chakra that was especially powerful, even for an Uchiha.
You do look very much like Sasuke.
Back then I spent every day on the battlefield. In an era where power was everything, at the cost of my friends and younger brother, I continuously sought ever more power.
Well, that's it. When your entire world is based around fighting, you want to be the strongest.
And with that power, I fought the Senju clan more times than I can count. Of course, it was inevitable that I would face Hashirama, the leader of the Senju clan.
That's the first Hokage.
The future first Hokage,
There you go.
and the person that I respected most.
So what makes him so much more powerful than the Uchiha, then?
The Senju clan became acknowledged as the fiercest and most feared by all the other clans.
But why, though? Why was the Senju so powerful?
The clan was pretty much the only one who could take them on. If a nation hired the Senju, their opponents would hire the Uchiha. We became rivals.
But why would that make you become rivals when you were just hired? Surely it's whoever's got the biggest war chest. And why did no one just hire both of you?
Stole your brother's eyes merely to heighten your own reputation? Is that what you're telling me?
I did steal them, but I did so only to obtain the strength necessary to protect the Uchiha clan.
So you stole your brother's eyes? So that's all legit then?
It was an unavoidable sacrifice to protect our clan from external foes, starting with the Senju clan. It wasn't merely for distinction.
So it was like sacrifice one to save the rest.
In fact, he volunteered his eyes to me.
Well, you didn't steal it then, that's not what stealing is.
The Senju clan proposed a truce with the Uchiha.
It makes a lot of sense, man. If the two most powerful clans join up, you'd be unstoppable. Take over the world.
I was the only one who opposed it. I was the sole voice of dissent. Where has all our mutual hatred gone, I asked.
Because there's no point for mutual hatred. You're just being selfish. You just don't understand. There should be no hatred.
The Uchiha and the Senju were always like oil and water. I couldn't help fearing that one day, the Uchiha clan would come to be oppressed by the Senju clan.
That seems like a you problem. That seems like something that's in your head.
Everyone else in the Uchiha clan wanted the truce. As their leader, I had no choice but to go along with their wishes.
I mean, you could have just murdered them all.
And thus the powerful system of one village to one nation came to be. That was the land of fire and the village hidden in the leaves.
Okay, but the Land of Fire would have been incredibly powerful. So why didn't they just, take over everyone else?
Instantaneous peace. But due to a certain incident, the Hidden Leaf's peace was short-lived.
Oh, and what's that?
There was a battle over the seat of the village leader, the Hokage.
Because you obviously wanted to be Hokage.
Both the village and the Land of Fire chose him. It was clear the Uchiha were being displaced from the power structure. I decided to advocate for an Uchiha to take the leadership in order to protect our...
If the village and the Land of Fire chose it, then it's not like, oh, there's big conspiracy against the Uchiha, oh.
Not even a single Uchiha supported me at all. My followers shunned me for trying to rekindle the flames of war and betrayed me.
And so they should. You seem like a grade A asshole. You're just a power-hungry maniac.
They scorned me as a selfish brother who stole his younger brother's eyes in order to save his own. What man would willfully hurt his own younger brother?
Okay, like, technically that wasn't true. But, with the way you're acting, is there much of a... Can you blame them for thinking that?
I decided to return as an avenger.
Ooh, what Avenger though? Iron Man. So it was you that summoned the Nine Tails. But wait, this was during the first Hokage.
But I was defeated. At that place that has come to be known as the Final Valley. I was said to have died there.
But why would they build a statue of someone who fought against the Hokage? That doesn't make any sense.
In order to prevent the rise of another traitor, Hashirama's younger brother, who became the second Hokage, bestowed upon the Uchiha a special responsibility as proof of his trust.
Why has he got red eyes? Makes him look like a Uchiha.
But the truth is that it really removed the Uchiha from the governing body of the village and placed the entire clan under close scrutiny all in one fell swoop.
By making him the police force? That doesn't make much sense.
Time passed. The leadership stayed in the Senju's hands, and the once proud Uchiha clan members were reduced to being the Senju's lackeys.
What do you mean the leadership stayed in their hands? The leadership was whoever was most powerful. Even Orochimaru almost got it.
The attack of the nine-tailed fox 16 years ago.
That's the one with the fourth Hokage. That ended up in Naruto.
Only the Uchiha's visual prowess can tame and control the Nine-Tails. So the elders of the Hidden Leaf Village surmised that an Uchiha was behind the Nine-Tails attack.
And it wasn't?
But it was a spontaneous natural disaster. The Uchiha had nothing to do with it.
Right, so they blamed the Uchiha for something that didn't actually happen.
As a result, the Uchiha were put under strict surveillance by the Anbu Black Ops and were forced to relocate to the outskirts of the village. They became completely isolated.
That really sucks, though. Like, so they had no proof that...
It was the only one to voice opposition to our treatment. But Danzo of the Anbu Black Ops and the other two counselors wouldn't listen to him.
Yeah, of course the third was.
And that was the beginning of the discrimination against us.
So they were treated like... I was going to say they were treated like second-class citizens, but, I mean, they were still head of the police force.
The Uchiha clan started plotting a coup d'etat to take over the village.
Well, that's the thing. If you tell someone enough that they are something, then they tend to fit into that.
That spy was your older brother, Itachi Uchiha.
So they recruited Itachi to spy on them?
And that's when Itachi's suffering began.
Well, yeah, no wonder he has to betray his own family. But how did they turn Itachi against them? Oh, I'm sure we'll find out in the next episode. Jesus, it's certainly elucidating a lot of things. Like, that's insane, though. I did say that there was something weird about Itachi just suddenly wanting to murder his entire family, so I wonder what happened with that. But I'm sure we'll find out in the next episode. So, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Studio and Awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.